What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Connor Eilish here, back at it with another banger, another video, another adventure, and I'm super stoked for this video because I've been waiting on this for so long. I actually just got my commercial lobster license, which I'm super stoked about. And what that is it means I'm able to go out and harvest 250 spiny lobsters per day down here in South Florida. And that's going to be basically my job for the next few months. It opens August 6th, which is tomorrow, through all the way through to March 31st. So pretty decent, pretty long season. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a lot of hard work, so I'm going to be going at it. But I'm going to bring you guys along with me for this whole season. I'm going to figure out different videos to film day by day, and I'll probably end up doing a lot of live streams, so you guys watch out for that. But we're going to be going on the SS Minnow. She is already dialed in for the commercial send. SS Minnow, or the SS Slider, she's an absolute meat haul. She freaking, a meat sled, a meat haul, whatever you guys want to call her, she will eat up. And when I mean that we've speared countless, hundreds of pounds of fish on this freaking vessel right here, and caught a bunch of them as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. I got a nice crew, me and all my dive buddies, and we're gonna go out there and hopefully slay the lobsters. Like I said, our limit is 250, so hopefully we'll have that done pretty quick. We'll see. I'll see you guys bright and early at 4 a.m. in the morning, and I'm stoked, you guys. See you then. You. All right, you guys, I haven't made an update yet, but it is currently 5:34 in the morning. We got Z-Pop here, Zachary Malvasio, one of our crew members.
Morning, guys.
Everyone else is in the truck. We got his dad, his brother, and my other boy Billy Bob. And you guys, we made it. We're just waiting for this gate to open up. We got here a little early. We're the second boat in line, so that's pretty hype. We're gonna be out there before anyone else. And yeah, enough talking. I'll see you guys in just a little bit. The sun will probably be rising up, and we'll be out there catching some bugs. Z-Pop, what you got to say about today?
They're like this right now. They're gonna be in the boat. They're gonna be in the boat.
All right, that's what I like to hear. See you guys out there. Welcome back underwater, you guys. This is an absolute banger of a video. Like I said in the beginning, we are commercial harvesting all of these lobsters, so time is very important. Time management, you want to make sure you get these bugs as quick as possible, just because the quicker you get these bugs, the quicker you can move on to the next bugs. So right here I'm working this spiny lobster. As you can see their antennas, and these rocks are pretty deep. They go like 3-4 feet. Some of them go 8 to 10 feet deep, and it just makes it super tough to catch these bugs. But you know, after years of doing this, obviously I've recreational harvested these lobsters for years since I was a kid, and now moving on to commercial harvesting is definitely something sweet. But I got a general idea of how these bugs work. You know, when I put my stick on their leg or put my stick on a certain area of the lobster, I know which way he's gonna kick, and that just comes with experience. It comes with knowledge you learn over the years. And yeah, this is our first spiny lobster. Well, not our first spiny lobster. As you can see, I have a bag full, and right here in my hand is a measuring stick. Measure them up real quick and throw them in the bag. But yeah, I'm gonna let some of this video just play through. I hope you guys enjoy it. There's a lot of video of me just literally slaying out on these bugs, and this is what it would look like. This is how my job goes. I'll be underwater for an hour or two, just filling up bags and coming up. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna come talk on here every so often, but for the most part, I want to just leave it raw, and I want you guys to see how this works, how it goes, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. So on this rock in particular, I'm gonna just do a little bit of explaining here. As you guys can see, there was like 3 or 4, maybe 5 lobsters on the rock. I pushed them all to this other side, and then I started working them on this side. Depending on the situation, depending on where the lobsters are sitting, is going to be depending on how I work the situation. Like obviously in this scenario, I pushed them all back so that they're on the easiest side that I can get to them. You know, obviously there's some rocks that you literally can't fit under or get back because it's too far back there. So you do what you can, you know, you make the best of your situation, and works out. You see I just plucked another one here. So yeah, enjoy, you guys. And the ones that I don't measure, I know they're for sure keepers. When you do this for quite a while, you kind of get an idea of which ones are keepers and which aren't. But the ones that I do measure are the ones that are just borderline, and I don't know for sure, but you got to get those measurements in. As you guys can see, like I said, I was pushing them all back. I'm just gonna keep trying to push them back. As you guys can see, these lobsters are very, very touchy, and what I mean by that is some lobsters, as soon as you get a stick on them, they won't move. They'll just literally sit there and they don't care. Now these lobsters, you put a little bit of pressure on them and they're moving a ton. So yeah, you just gotta be aware of that. As you can see, they're literally going back the other way now, and instead of pushing them this way, I'm pushing them back the other way. And yeah, it works out here. And some of you guys may be wondering what I'm using here to stay down under the water so long. I'm actually using a hookah, a third lung. Brownie system makes my life a ton easier. I used to do this just free diving, but you know, it just really wears you out, especially when you're doing it 4 or 5 days a week, you know. So this just makes my life a bit easier, and yeah, it's pretty cool down there, just chill vibes. And a big part of all this is definitely fitting in these little cracks and crevices. As you can see, I literally just stuck my head in that 2-foot gap. But stuff like that is how you get these things. And you gotta really see these lobsters. You gotta, you know, realize where they are. And once I figured out he was over there on the side, I, you know, put my tickle stick on the bottom of him so he shoots up. That's one thing I've learned is if you get that tickle stick right in the bottom, you can shoot him right up and get him right out of those cracks and crevices. Here's one in my net. And I tried to do a little cool maneuver here, works out sometimes, but I was a little slow on it, didn't get down deep enough, and one of them got away. I was trying to get a double header there, but don't worry, I think I get him in a second. And on days like this where we are commercial harvesting, you want to make sure you get every single lobster you see that is legal. So as you can see, just checking up on those cracks and crevices one more time, making sure I didn't leave anything there, and then I will move on. As you can see, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. right here, as you guys can see, this guy was a short, so we just let him go back in his home. Another short here, guys, which is fine. I just want to get him away from all the rocks that I was hunting because it could kind of confuse me. And, you know, like I said, time management is a very big thing in here when we're commercial lobster diving. So you definitely don't want to go after the same lobster. So as you can see, there's two more under this rock. I just caught one short, and I definitely don't want that short to go back in this rock because then I would get confused. But here I am going for the next one. Hopefully it's a keeper. Another short one, guys, which is okay. You know, there's obviously going to be small ones where there's big ones. That's two shorts out of this rock. So this third one, or there's two more in there. So who knows if those are keepers or not. I'm going to obviously try to catch them. And with this lobster right here, or the previous one you guys just saw, you could see how touchy they can be. Literally one tap on them and they're moving a ton. Look at that. That's just what I mean by lobsters being touchy. And that's fine too, you know, sometimes it works out. But they can be very, very skittish, very, very touchy. And that's why a lot of people have trouble catching them. I mean, just absolutely wheeling and dealing them here, guys. This is what it's about, and this stuff makes me cheese while I'm down there underwater. I'm definitely cheesing. So interesting thing here, I chased this freaking bug all around town, and it actually had babies, and when they have babies you're not allowed to keep them. So what I like to do is if I ever catch them with babies, obviously I like to keep them in the best shape possible. Don't take no legs, antennas, nothing off of them. And I like to return him to a better hole. As you can see, I spooked him out of his last hole, which was, he was deep in a hole where nothing could get him, no predators, no humans, nothing. And right here, I actually put them back in a deep hole because, like I said, they can keep themselves, you know, safe way better in a deeper hole than in a shallow hole. They can get eaten by nurse sharks, cuberas, any predators. So I just, you know, if they have babies on them, I like to keep them safe, and that's what I did there. And then here I am going after the next one, which is a nice bug, being very, very touchy. Bag's starting to fill up, you guys, and I always double measure, you guys, once I'm in the boat. I measure down there, but I double measure when I'm in the boat. Just one thing you guys should definitely do if you're out there lobstering: double, triple check your measurements, because law enforcement does not play about having undersized lobsters. You do not want to have an undersized lobster on the vessel. I've heard some crazy stories, and just you always want to double, triple measure. So that's one thing to put out there, you guys. So right here, this is actually a Spanish lobster. They're very, very tasty. One of the best tasting lobsters. Obviously, this guy is a little small. And what I did with this one was I actually brought him home and kept him for the tank. But yeah, super cool, different species of lobster. Here is another one of those Spanish lobsters. They are super, super skittish, even more skittish than the spinies from time to time, and they're very small, so they'll go right through your net if you don't get them good, and it just makes it a lot harder to catch them. But like I said, they are my favorite eating lobster. Very small. I usually don't eat them when they're this small. I usually don't even take them when they're this small, but like I said, I have a pretty big fish tank at the house, and I wanted to get one for me and one for my buddy Billy, who was actually driving the boat on this day. And yeah, you guys, as you can see, he almost slipped out of the net here, and just absolutely just beautiful colors on these things. And if you haven't tried one, they're way sweeter than the spiny lobster, and just amazing. Always a great feeling when you stick your head under the rock and there's a few bugs. So we do run into some shorts. The last 2 lobsters there were shorts. It just all depends, you know. On this day, a lot of the lobsters were big though. You know, I think we only ran into maybe 10 shorts all day. Which some days you're battling out the shorts. Some days you get 50 shorts, and you know it's just rough. You know, or 100 shorts and 30, 40 keepers. You know, it's the name of the game. You know. That's all it is. Yet another one of those Spanish lobsters, and as you can see, they like to hide up in the small little crevices. Up in the top of coral heads is usually what I notice. You know, like the little tiny holes is what they like to stay in. This is actually a nice one, not a giant by any means, but it is a decent one. And they're just beautiful. Look at the spots, look at the coloration on this thing, just amazing. So you guys, I hopped out of the water, cleared my bag, and went back in for another round at it, and start plucking them off here again. And to finish off the day here, I actually seen a hog later in the day, and I told my buddy to throw the spear gun over. You know, it's always nice to have a nice hogfish for dinner. I'm selling all the other stuff. At least we'll have a hog for dinner or something to eat. As you can see, he thought he was camouflaged. Not today. Bink. Nice hog, too. I haven't seen the population on these hogfish. Just, you know, it's been doing better. It's been doing a lot better than it was over the years. Obviously, been seeing a lot bigger ones. And that's a nice hog.